Good morning. I am so excited to spend the day with you. We've got a huge to-do list coming up. But I always start the day off by making my bed. I really believe in the saying, win the morning, win the day. And one way I do that is just to make sure that the bed is nicely made, so every time I walk past the room, I remind myself, hey, I've achieved something this morning. The book I'm currently reading is Where the Crawdads Sing, which is a really great fiction book. I highly recommend it. I'm very particular about my fiction and I'm really enjoying it. I currently share this bedroom with my little baby boy Ren, who is 11 months old. I always like to keep a fresh load of nappies on hand because we do have to do quite a few nappy changes overnight. All the kitchen cleanup. I don't know about you guys, but I have really struggled with keeping the kitchen clean. It's just one of those places that I'm constantly having to go back to and tidy up. It gets used so much, which I suppose is a good thing. It means we're doing quite a bit of cooking. But I do always like to remind myself that I am just so lucky to have a house over my head, have a house to be able to even keep tidy. And if there's some way that I can find to make cleaning more fun, I'll do that. So listen to a podcast, put some music on, even making these videos for you guys really motivates me to get the cleaning done. And of course, it really does feel good once it's all clean. I find a clean space as well really affects my mental health. If I'm feeling overwhelmed, I'll often look around and see that the place is actually really messy, and giving it a good tidy really does help. But as I said, we have got a huge to-do list on our hands today. My number one goal is to get to Kmart with the family and grab some learning materials for Johnny's homeschool. So I'm excited to show you guys what I get. Hopefully I actually manage to get there and get what I'm after. But the first thing is to head down to the post office. I've got a client to visit and I've got an Amazon order waiting. I can't actually remember what I ordered, so I'm excited to go and see what it is down there. And Ren right now is just learning how to put his rings on, and he's so patient. These little moments of joy and laughter really make my day. I have always got a chicken waiting for me when I get back. Often they'll actually hop in the car with me, but they just want to be fed. Such a beautiful day. I really didn't want to go straight inside. I just wanted to hang out with my coffee and my cat and enjoy the nice weather for a moment. Here is Amazon package. So the first thing that I got was The Story of the World, book number 2. These are fantastic history books for children and adults actually, and great for homeschoolers. And the next thing I got was a new phone case. You guys, I was in desperate need for a new phone case. My other one is absolutely destroyed, and this one I found on Amazon. It was a really decent price, I think only $18. There was only a few left, but it was just the perfect color and perfect style for me. And it actually came with a screen cover, a screen protector, which I really wasn't expecting. It didn't even advertise it, and I really needed a screen protector. So I was very grateful. It was a lovely surprise. And this is my old phone case. You can see I really was in desperate need for a new one. I always like to get a to-do list written if I've got quite a few things on my plate. It just really gets things out of my head and stops me feeling so overwhelmed. If I don't have things written down, I tend to just run around like a headless chook from one thing to another. So a list really helps keep me focused. I know maybe it sounds a little bit traditional, but I really do enjoy taking care of my family. I take a lot of pride in it. And gotta have the morning vitamins. I am hoping for baby number 3 at some point, so I do like to take my vitamins just to keep my body healthy in case a little person decides to join me. I'm also getting older. I'm 37 now, so I think it's really important if I want to have more kids to really focus on my health. I always like to clean up before I go out to make sure that we can come home to a nice house and feel relaxed when we come home. And yes, in Australia it is spring and also Halloween, so I was very excited to see the Halloween decorations. We do already have quite a few decorations at home, so I wasn't really planning on buying anything, but they were nice to look at and just get ourselves in the mood. It was really hard to resist something, so. And these books, oh my goodness, aren't they gorgeous? I really have to come back and buy one of these books. I would love to learn about palm reading and tarot cards, astrology. But the arts and crafts section in Kmart is absolutely fabulous, and the prices, they're just wonderful. I can actually afford to buy some things here for the kids. And I really can't wait to show you guys what I picked up. But I'll tell you now, one of the things was those knitting needles, because I would love to teach my kids how to knit, and I need to teach myself as well. I did learn when I was younger, but I really have forgotten. And I just think it's a great little pastime. It's really good for your concentration and your finger dexterity. And we were all starting to feel a little bit cranky and tired, so we stopped to fuel up at Sombreros. And next we hit up Bunnings, and oh my gosh, I love going to the plant section at Bunnings. I love seeing all the plants that I could grow. Most of these I'm already growing as seedlings at the moment, so I didn't need to buy anything, but I think I will come back and grab some spinach because my spinach just, I don't know, it's just not going so well. I would also love to get some more strawberry plants, and these little bonsai trees make really good presents. And I was so excited when I found this rocking chair because I've been wanting a rocking chair for the longest time. So when we get the yard done, we will probably put that rocking chair there. And next we hit up the library. So I had quite a few books to return. I was really sad to return these because the Montessori book was extremely helpful. I can highly recommend looking into Montessori, especially if you've got a really young child. If you are homeschooling, The Well-Trained Mind is, oh, it's a big read, but it has lots of great information in there for classical homeschoolers. We're more of eclectic homeschoolers, I would say, but I have been focusing a lot more on classical education. Woohoo! So we are home and I can finally show you guys my haul. So the first thing I got were these really sweet little socks for Ren. He'd grown out of all his socks. He just sort of had these tiny little newborn socks and his little feet were just getting so cold. And I love the colours of these beautiful neutral colours, and they're lovely and soft. The next thing we got were these little sensory blocks, which I knew Ren was just going to love because he loves these little knickknacks that he can put in different baskets and play around with. Some of them rattle, some of them have mirrors, some of them make different little clicky sounds, and they were so affordable. I think I paid maybe $10, but they've been out of stock for the longest time, so I was very excited when I came and I saw them. And of course my older son wanted a snack. I don't know if any of you guys have got 10-year-old boys, but he just seems to eat me out of house and home. But I feel very grateful that we've got a beautiful produce store close by, so we've always got fresh fruit on hand for the kids. I found this basket. It was under my bed. I wasn't really doing anything. It just had a few little knickknacks in there. I wasn't really using it, so I thought it would be perfect for Ren's blocks, and he's already putting things in there. He loves putting things in baskets at the moment. I think he watches me tidy up and he loves to copy mum. Hopefully that'll keep up. And here, I was so excited about these posters. I picked up these two wonderful wall hangings from Kmart, and this one is an ocean life one, and then the next one I got was butterflies. Johnny wasn't super keen on the butterflies, but I thought it would be a great homeschool project for us to raise butterflies. One of my favorite YouTubers, Allison, did it, and it was just so beautiful to see all the butterflies in her lovely garden. I'll link that video as well, so you can check it out if you like. I highly recommend her channel. And I got this, I was excited about this as well. This was a puzzle of the solar system, and I'm always looking for just fun little ways to learn and fun little things to do in the afternoon together for homeschool. And then we got these little life cycle discs. I think probably Johnny's a little bit too old for these now, but I thought they would be great for Ren, and honestly they were just so sweet. I could not resist. And for our library haul, the kids' book of the elements. We are going to learn all the elements off by heart. I'm really excited about that. And this book, why has nobody told me this before? I was really looking forward to for this to come in. I've been waiting a long time for it. So the tools I share in this book are mostly taught in therapy, but they are not therapy skills. They are life skills, tools that can help every day. And then I got the children's homework. This is another one that I was waiting on. And this is just a fantastic book for homeschoolers. It is a little bit, I would say, tricky for a 10-year-old to read. So I think I'm going to read it to Johnny. But it is such an old book, and it even had this little old library card in it. I love finding these little treasures, little bits of history. but I'm definitely looking forward to reading this. It's one of the good things about homeschooling. I really enjoy it too. And lastly, for Johnny, I got Horrible Histories, Dublin edition. And Horrible Histories is this wonderful TV show that we watch. If you're in Australia, you can watch it on ABC iView. I'm not sure about in the US and other countries, so sorry, but it is fantastic for homeschoolers. They're just these, I suppose, funny little shows, but the kids actually learn about history, and it's fun and interesting for them. And of course I had to get a book for baby Ren. He really loves books, which is just wonderful. And he loves these little flaps of the books at the moment. I always try to read a book to Ren every day. Sometimes I do fail, but sometimes we get through quite a few. Oh my God, he's so sweet. I just feel so lucky to have been able to have a baby at the age of, well, I was 35, I think, when I got pregnant with him. But as I said, I am really hoping for another one. So if any of you guys have got pregnant a little bit later in life, please let me know in the comments. I just really feel like I need some inspirational and inspiring stories at the moment. Oh, and of course we had a little bit of a mess after dinner to clean up. I always like to try and get the place at least a little bit tidy before I go to sleep, so when I wake up it just feels nice to walk out into. But look, sometimes you're just real tired and you can't get to it, and that's completely fine as well. I think often as women we put so much pressure on ourselves to just make our homes and our lives look perfect, and that's not the way it always is. We have to look after ourselves as well, and often, let's be honest, these days we have jobs and lots of other things going on. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. It really would mean a lot to me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video and hopefully giving you some more motivation and taking you along with me on my day.